Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. We had a 3-day weekend because we took Friday off, and I went down and helped my niece move into her new college apartment, and that was a lot of fun.
There was bleeding involved.
She got hit in the eye, not by
crazy.
me, but I had to be an amateur first responder and help her out, which was I don't like blood. Yeah, I don't like blood. It turns out. Not really great at it. And then the next day I had to look at it again to make sure.
What? Oh, her wound?
Yeah. And I was a little worried about that because again I don't like open wounds at all. And I even got a little woozy after I had made sure she was okay the first time.
Did you have to go get any stitches?
No,
we're not talking that bad.
No, because when I looked at it the next day too, it was like okay, it's not bad at all. They would have just glued it or just butterfly taped it. It wasn't worth getting a stitch in. And so, yeah, but I was like, boy. But on the way down there, I had texted Betty a video or a picture of me drinking energy drinks that Gavin has got me on. The Aqua, what is it called again? Alani. Love those things. And so I had one to drive to a Buc-ee's, and then while I was at a Buc-ee's, I'm like, maybe they got Alani. I'm still thirsty. And so I get another energy drink. My wife's like, because I told my wife, I realized what I call them. I call them waters.
That's awesome.
Because my wife goes, you getting anything? I said, I'm going to get a water and some chips. And I come back and I've got the energy drink. She's like, I thought you said you're getting water. I said I did. It's Alani. It's like Alani water to me, but it's an actual energy drink. It's not considered water, is it?
For how long did you think of it as water?
I still do. I still consider it water.
It's not fair.
It's definitely not. No, but it's definitely not water.
But I had 2 in a row.
It's definitely got water.
And Betty was.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. He said this earlier today.
And Betty was
listening.
Betty is like, oh, that is not good for you. And she showed genuine concern for me. But my heart didn't race. I didn't feel it.
That just shows you what you're daily capable of.
Shows me I can have 4. At that point, until I start feeling a little murmur.
I'd go a different direction. Yeah, no.
I don't know, man.
Until I feel a murmur.
That's
every once in a while, I do think I'll get a little pinch up here, or I'll feel something in my left arm, and I'm like, that's just God reminding me He could take me at any second.
Any moment.
So enjoy the Alani while you can.
Yeah, and I had one coffee over the weekend on the way to Atlanta on Friday.
If you say I had a coffee, that's always a Dunkin'.
It's always
right?
the Dunkin', and it's always the Beast at least.
The Beast at least.
And they made it so good too. I went to a different Dunkin', so I wasn't sure. I was a little nervous, and they crushed it. So the weekend started off good, ended good. But I'm not really sore, though, because I had to carry a bunch of stuff, obviously, up 2 flights of stairs, heavy stuff, making things. My shoulder's still sore. But it was, all in all, it was a good weekend. Now, Betty, you were not going to do anything on at least Friday. Yep. And did you hold true to that? Yep.
I slept till 11:30.
Oh, my gosh.
She slept at 10:30 that night. And then slept till 11:30
she
slept for
day.
13 hours.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. It was great.
I
could use another 5 today. I did that, and I was going to do some cleaning, but that didn't pan out. But I went to Kaylee, a girl that works digital upstairs. Yeah. She hosted a movie night for girls
nice.
on Friday.
What'd you guys watch?
I went over there.
You can
the girls and Jake. Jake was over there, too.
Jake. Of course Jake was there. Yeah.
And he made a wonderful cake.
Oh,
I need to ask him what it was. It was banana, maybe, or cinnamon. I don't know, but it was so good. Anyways, we watched Freaky Friday.
The first one.
Oh, okay. In honor of. Yeah,
did that, and then Saturday I went and I met up with my mom and dad for dinner, and had a couple of other things that I needed to have done.
Did you go to the ale house?
You're making me yawn.
You know I've been up for a while.
What?
Did you go to the ale house? Or no, what's it called?
Chop House.
Chop House.
Oh, over here. Okay.
Yeah, the Franklin Chop House.
I've always smelled that when I go to
really good.
when I go to the gym over there.
Yeah, it's really good.
I still haven't gone.
To the gym?
It's really good.
Is that where you went?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I know if you're in town, you go to Chop House. If you're going out of town to another city, it's Catfish Camp.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but if you're here, you're going to go to the Chop House.
Anyway, we did that, and then Sunday I did the church. I think my stories bore Gavin.
No, they don't. This is my crash zone. Every single day when we turn these mics on, my brain is.
Yeah. And then
does that go
Sunday
again?
was church.
Sunday was church.
Gavin?
Yeah, Friday just watched Bennett. Saturday, probably some more of that actually, because he still had hand, foot, and mouth, so there was just you're limited in terms of where you could actually go and what he would touch and stuff. So it was a lot of but I understand. I'm not judgy about you being tired.
You got me on that one.
The only thing we did that was really fun it was a good weekend. But it was fun. Last night we went to Dude Perfect Live.
Oh, that would be good.
At Bridgestone. And,
What is that?
So Dude Perfect is like YouTube's OG trick shot crew. So
do you remember those guys that used to do all these weird things with basketballs, throwing them off buildings and making a basket, and they'd be like, "Oh!" They'd all freak out and stuff. Yeah. They turned that. They're a bunch of Christian
like an
guys.
All-star something?
No,
these are just 5 dudes that turned. And you were gonna hint at it, like they're really big into their faith.
And then they turned it into a live event where you can go and watch them like try to make these trick shots and make it interactive with people and stuff. Like they're good at what they do.
They're good athletes. Yeah. They'll make crazy shots.
Were there a lot of people there?
It was packed, and we're talking primarily, I would say, like kids there for the most part, like families taking their kids to watch this. I just been watching them for 10 plus years now. So they were good. They have great energy. They were even talking about like their faith on stage. They were good.
Another thing kind of in that realm, I think, is the Savannah Bananas.
Did you see how he did that?
I would say that they are Savannah. I'd say that they are probably, inspirations too.
Why are we just now hearing about the bananas?
And they've been doing it for years.
It's been a thing for a while.
Well, they had to build it up. Like they had to build it up. Like they started from nothing. It was like this group of guys after like baseball, I guess, didn't pan out for a lot of them. Like, okay, what are we gonna do? And they started it off as like I don't even remember what they said. Like it was just kind of like it wasn't like a whole league yet or anything like that. And so the guy, it's interesting, the guy that started it, Jared Orton, said we were created on purpose for a purpose, and they do things to glorify God. And so it's interesting though too, like he said, while not all members share the same beliefs, faith plays a huge role in the Bananas environment. They often engage in weekly gatherings to explore scripture. They support each other. They're the ones that do all the dances in between inning, or not in the middle of the game. And they'll actually do Christian songs and post TikToks of that and everything.
But it's not a legit baseball team.
No, it's actually quite fascinating how many like teams it's turned into. And I was looking up, you were doing a story on them or something a while back, and I looked up the rules of the league, and it's fascinating.
It's for entertainment. It's in essence, it's the wrestling world of baseball.
The Harlem
Globetrotters. If you hit a foul ball and a fan catches it, you're out. It's like so great. There's a guy pitching on stilts. One guy, I saw a guy over the weekend, I was watching on TV at a restaurant. Guy like catches the ball behind his back. Another guy does flips and catches the ball in the outfit.
Geez. It's like a circus
act. They're actually as good athletes as the other guys almost, at least at the trick stuff.
I'd be curious to know if going and watching, because the game itself, I looked it up, is only 2 hours long. There's a capper on it, so that's nice. You don't get extra innings. But I'd be curious because I see the clips online and I love watching them. I'm like, oh, that's so funny. But I don't know how 2 hours of that would be. I don't know if I'd sit and be kind of like, all right, I'm ready to go home, or if it would be fun for 2 hours.
I think it's probably because it doesn't happen every minute of every inning, so you're waiting for the next thing to happen. The guy that's dating my niece, we were at a restaurant, and so he was like, oh, yeah, I've been on the field with them before. I'm like, what?
Cool.
He goes, yeah, I was waiting in line at the concession stand. Lady in a headset comes up and is like, hey, you ever play baseball? He's like, yeah, I did in high school. And I played football in college for a little bit. And she's like, all right, you want to come out on the field and play outfield?
That's cool.
And they bring him out, give him a glove, and they run him out the outfield, and all of a sudden he's playing next to one of the Bananas. Like, and you had video of it and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, crowd participation's fun.
Yeah, I think those events are great. It's like they've taken something that can be a little boring for the average pedestrian fan and made it more interesting. And they sell out. That's the other thing too. My my sister-in-law was trying to take her son because he loves sports. He's got like special needs and stuff, but like sports is his thing and loves it, knows all about it. And the closest place she could get was a game in Miami, and they live in Atlanta. And it's like, holy,
that's pretty
cow.
far.
Yeah, so
and the tickets are
God bless
expensive
them.
too.
Yeah, I mean they're selling it out though, but they tapped into something like the Dude Perfect guys. Something wholesome, clean, fun, so faith intertwined with it, but actually doing something that's, family related. Good for them. I think it's awesome. Speaking of something not so family related, American Eagle, okay?
Oh, boy, here we go again.
The Sydney Sweeney thing that I thought was funny. I still contend that they had the stupid good jeans ad, a play on the word jeans, and all, a few influencers are like, it's a message about white supremacy and Hitler because her initials are SS and that was his, secret army and stuff. Just lunacy to where it got. And I still contend that someone in that organization went to some influencers and was like, look, go nuts. Be as crazy and as far-fetched as you can because we only need to catch one or two people in this and they just need to be impressionable. And I think that's what happened. You take the really extreme, then you take the impressionable influencer, and they're like, that's plausible. And then they post something, and then it grows and stuff like that. Well, finally, American Eagle responded to the whole controversy, which is really great. Oh, yeah, before that, according to a poll, 15% of Americans now say that they think somebody saying, I've got great genes is inappropriate. Like if you have great genes, like with a G, like your genealogy, like, okay. And we say that's a term we've said all the time. Like if somebody has like skin that doesn't wrinkle or tans nice, I got good genes. It's not a big deal.
Or if someone just doesn't get sick very often.
Yeah, I got good genes.
Good genes. You're like, good for you. You don't get sick very often.
It's nuts that it got to this point. But American Eagle released a statement saying Sydney Sweeney has great genes, is and always was about the genes. Her genes, her story. We will continue to celebrate how everyone wears their American Eagle jeans with confidence their way. Great jeans look good on everyone. This is where I think, because of this, that they had planned all of this out. Because 9 out of 10 companies, when they get the kind of backlash, like, oh, we're going to cancel you. They're like, we're so sorry. We're doing the work. We did not mean to offend anybody. It was a play on words. Oh, our bad. We love you guys. Please don't boycott us. We're evolving. We're trying our best to really not hurt people and trigger people and all that nonsense that gets said. And where they're just like, yeah, no, sorry. This is what we're doing. That makes me think the whole thing was a scam and everybody fell into it.
I never would have thought that it was a scam until you mentioned it. And then I was like, yeah, like my parents brought it up over the weekend and I was thinking, no, I think it's a scam.
Yeah.
Like I think that they did it on purpose.
And it's ingenious.
It is.
Like, I mean, the best thing that happens to
sadly, it is ingenious.
If you look at a lot of products, what happens is right now, and I think they know this, and I know they know this, is like they'll do something and they'll try to be canceled. And 5 years ago, people were getting canceled, companies apologizing. And then there was a shift and a tone change where people were like, all right, cancel me, don't care. And you'd watch their business double, triple, quadruple in business because enough people rallied around away from the lunacy and went, we're going to support this because you guys are lunatics, and so I think they realized that their stock went up, which is, I mean, who's bought American Eagle stock? I've never owned a share of American Eagle stock.
But he's got Boeing.
Yeah. And they just walked out on strike.
Well, they did, didn't they?
Stupid
That make you
Boeing.
nervous?
Yeah, it makes me nervous.
Yeah.
It's
Makes
my
me
retirement, man. That's like, I'm trying to retire here.
Makes me funny.
I know. It makes me funny.
You're so mean.
And so, so anyway, so I think that the Sydney Sweeney controversy is going to be over. Because again, once you go, don't care. Well, you have to do the work and you've got to say you're sorry. No, don't care. But aren't you supposed to cower to me and bend to me? And now I'm the most important person on the planet? Still don't care. I'm going to find someone else to be mad at.
There's a lot of verbiage being
bandied about.
Imagined.
It's true. It's all true.
It's not, though.
It is.
You don't know that.
Promise you.
Oh, my gosh.
Truth.
You don't know that.
Truth. All right, we're going to make a segue here to Betty Lou's story.
Yeah, what is it?
Couldn't tell you. I don't know what it is.
Mine is about the new Golden Bachelor and him getting into hot water.
Oh, speaking of controversies, you think it's just young hot chicks? Nope. The Golden Bachelor getting himself in some trouble with things that he said as well.
That's right, like Mel Owens.
Explain the Golden Bachelor for anyone that doesn't know what it is.
Okay, so the Golden Bachelor is when they realized, the Bachelor has peaked and we're not bringing in near as many viewings. So let's try the Golden Bachelor, where they bring in a bunch of older single individuals and they try and find love together. Of course, there has to be a bachelor or a bachelorette. They did a bachelor. You couldn't stand him. His name was Jerry.
Jerry somebody.
That's all it needs to be.
He was almost shit from TikTok.
Oh my gosh. Then there was a Golden Bachelor.
He talked like a Muppet.
Then there was a Golden Bachelorette.
Really nice.
I don't know her name.
Couldn't tell you.
Anyway, now there's a new Golden Bachelor for this new season. His name is Mel Owens. He's 66 years old.
All right, Mel.
My man.
10 years older than me.
Soon to be 9.
Yeah, I'll be 57 this week. Oh my gosh, I forgot about my birthday.
Yeah. Well, Mel Owens is a former NFL player who turned lawyer, and he had said in an interview before they started filming the season, he said he didn't want any ladies over 60 years of age. Okay?
That had to set off a little firestorm.
So it did. People were like, excuse me, sir, you're 66 years old and you don't want, yes, not every contestant is going to be over 60. There will be some that are under 60. But if you're saying you're going to immediately kick off any woman that is over the year of 60, that puts you in a really negative light.
How is that messed up? He has like the parameters that he wants, just like Betty does. Like because Betty won't date anybody younger than her. Like if you tell Betty, hey, what about this guy?
Yeah, but I'm not on a TV show.
I know, but it doesn't matter though. If he says, hey, this guy's 33, she instantly writes him off. Instantly. And so it's the same thing. And this guy is like, okay, so if she's in her 50s, it's only 10 years younger than him. And because maybe he's like, sometimes ladies in their 60s aren't as much fun.
No, here's the thing. Right? He knew he was getting on a TV show. And so there are different expectations than someone who's living their own private life.
So if he's trying to find love, then he should change his expectations?
Yes.
Okay, so the same could be said of you.
No, if he's living a public.
Yeah.
A public.
He shouldn't have to. He should be able to be who he is.
You're not wrong about that,
but
it's a show dedicated.
Don't you think, though, it's chauvinistic?
No. But it's dedicated to the elderly bachelors and bachelorettes.
Yeah, this can't turn into like a what do you call them?
Ruling out a nice 61-year-old woman.
My 57-year-old wife hobbles when she gets out of the car right now, and so she could be on this show.
This can't turn into a sugar daddy.
True.
TV show.
No, but that's not what he's saying.
It can't be gross.
Had he said, I don't want anyone over 30, you'd be like, oh, that is gross. But if he says, I don't want anyone in their 60s, because maybe he's in good shape and his experience has been women when they get in their older 60s aren't able to keep up with him. And so he's like, someone in their 50s, not a big deal. Like, I don't see it as a big deal.
I think that there is an expectation. It goes back to kind of like what Gavin was saying. Like with the show, there's an expectation of this is the Golden Bachelor. Mm-hmm. So you can't say that people 60 and over are too old for the Golden Bachelor. It's already a factor with women in that men get to age.
Right.
And people are more generous with that. Whereas with women, it's already this idea of women have to constantly try and look younger than they really are, whereas men, doesn't matter if they age or not. And it's an injustice. And so with him saying that, it just brings the injustice even further into light.
Injustice is a strong word.
No, it's not.
It is a strong word.
A little strong.
No, it's not.
It's nothing to do with justice or
this is just
it's an opinion.
It's an injustice.
It's just love.
Oh, excuse me, sir. So anytime you get over crazy with anything opinionated, okay, fine. Anyway, he did have to come back on what he had to say.
What did he say?
He did say that he hasn't dated in 26 years, and back then he was younger, and he just...
He's got to make sure they're mature.
I think like the girl he should be looking for is 1 year for every year he hasn't dated. So she should be 26.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here's what's bad. I'm going to get to his apology, but here's what's bad.
I can't wait.
So he said he doesn't want any contestants over 60 years of age, which he's backing up on. But when you watch his season, is he going to keep some contestants just because they are over 60? Because he's trying to
placate.
Pedal back on on what he's saying. And then is he going to choose someone that's over 60 because he wants to prove that he was sorry?
I think he would have been smarter to say, I don't want anyone older than me. I think that's where the problem, it would not have been as bad as what this sounds like.
Yeah.
But if he said, hey, I don't want to date anyone older than me, because then that's 70. And 70 is a whole different ballgame from 60.
Yeah,
like
I get
whole
that.
different ballgame.
Yeah.
And
that
so
I would be like, okay,
yeah,
I see that.
That would have been a much better statement.
Well, he said in his apology, when I first walked in, this is when they first started filming for his season. So him and the contestants are there and he's meeting them for the very first time. He said, when I first walked in, I addressed it. I apologized to them. I said it was unfair, insensitive. I want to earn it back. Just give me a chance.
Oh, I'm going to do the work over here.
They all
don't care. They're there.
Then he said that their reaction was divided. Some were very forgiving while others weren't. He said one of the dates was a roast. It was brutal.
Yeah, then she's gone. Like, it's easy. Like, but he probably kept her. You're challenging me.
Exactly. You can't get rid of her because then everybody you'll be the Golden Bachelor that everybody hates.
Yeah.
Here's the thing too. You can't put yourself in a spotlight like that if you can't accept
the critique.
Yeah. The critique and also the hate, because there's going to be people that you're going to get dissected up and down. And so if you say something as simple as, I don't want any women over 60, any man can say that. But when you sign up to be the Golden Bachelor and you say it, then we got an issue.
Yeah. We don't have an issue.
I got an issue.
You got an issue.
Yeah,
Do you think that's
I got
similar
an issue.
to this?
It's not fair because women over 60 should be able to find love.
What if you were on the show? Is the Bachelorette? Okay, so Betty Lou is the Bachelorette, and you go on and you say, I don't want anyone under 38. It's the same thing. You're discriminating against on the basis of age of this.
Yeah,
and it doesn't sound as bad coming from a woman. And guys being in their 20s because, like, oh, well, whatever.
Yeah, who cares if he hurt 29-year-old Chad's feelings?
Right, he doesn't matter. But hurting 64-year-old Emma bothers everyone.
But I think the difference is that men mature later in life. And so if you have a more mature woman who's 40 years old who's going to be on The Bachelor or whatever, which I think is too old to even be on The Bachelorette, and she says she doesn't want somebody in their 20s, early 30s, most women would be justified.
Because a 20-year-old is just a disaster.
A child. But also, too, The Bachelor, Bachelorette, all of it attracts a female audience. It's not a male audience.
Right.
So, of course, here's the thing, if that show was aimed towards a male audience and he had said, I don't want any ladies over 60,
high fives.
Probably wouldn't hear a peep.
Wouldn't hear anybody.
Okay?
Because guys just don't care. They're not making an issue.
But because it is towards a female demographic, the females are like, how dare you, sir? And rightfully so. It's not right.
And that's the problem with giving women cell phones. Because then they can voice their opinions, they can have strong opinions, they can share whatever they want on social media. That is the problem. Had we never given women cell phones or the right to vote, we'd be in a different.
You're so right.
Now
Wally
I'm gonna get
wayofthem.com.
now I get boycotted.
And he really means it.
Yeah, now I get boycotted worse than this guy.
It's chauvinistic.
Yeah, well,
and he's learning that he has to watch his mouth.
He did. And it's interesting, though, that the women I would really like to know if, a couple of the ones that roasted him, got sent home. I'm assuming they did not. Because what's really funny is a lot of times I was watching, I think we talked about this the other day. I was watching that My 600-Pound Life with the Whitney girl, who's the star of that. And she's like, she's single, 41, I think. And she's like, well, I want a man that challenges me. And her friend's like, no, you don't. You don't want a man that challenges you. You fight everybody that challenges you. And people say that. I want people that challenge me. No, you don't. Being challenged is not fun in a relationship. I know. I have a challenging wife. And I've had to do the work myself to realize, okay, she's not just being mean. She actually cares about me and is actually trying to help me. Now, sometimes she challenges me just because, good Lord. There are things.
They get bored.
Yes, it's a sport. There are things that she'll bring up. What was it the other day? She brought something up, and I just looked at her and I go, really? This is what you want to talk about right now? Like, this is the thing.
What did what bee?
Yeah, got in my bonnet?
Yes, because this is the second time you've said something about this weekend where your wife just simply wanted to have a conversation with you. She just wants to talk to the love of her life, her best friend, and you have a problem with it.
She wanted to critique something to where I was like, why are we doing that? This doesn't have any bearing on anything. Now, you want to like critique certain things that can affect you or our marriage or have at it. But there's ways that I do things. Yes, exactly. I don't want to be challenged over dumb things that don't matter.
Was it dumb though?
What was it?
What was it?
It's so dumb I couldn't remember. I can't remember.
We should call her and ask.
Trust me, if I could remember, I would gladly tell you. That's how little I thought of it, you know?
That's how little you pay attention to what she has to say.
No, a little I thought of the conversation. And I even made fun of it in the moment. Wait a minute.
Have you ever tried to critique her on something that only affected her?
I probably have. I'm sure I have. But then I will stop myself though in the middle of it and go, you know what, this doesn't matter. I'm sorry. It's not important. Honestly, it's not important. And
what does she say?
And she's like, no, go ahead and talk. No, I don't want to tell you more because then it's going to be a problem.
Well, here's the problem. Because you probably brought it up. Then she knows there is a problem. And so she can't forget it. And she can't sleep at night because the thing is that she wants you to be happy. God forbid
I know.
that she wants her husband to be happy. And she can't talk or share her mind because that's just an annoyance.
Just like now. You want me to be happy?
Maybe it's a good
little
thing
less of this, more of this.
Maybe it's a good thing I'm single because I don't want to be challenged. Not at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'll challenge him.
No, that's the thing.
No, he can't
you do not want to be challenged. And that's my whole point.
Well, here's the thing. I'm okay with being challenged, but he better watch how he challenges me.
That's it. But,
okay, and that's with anybody.
But I think that there are certain things, especially the older you get, you realize the pointlessness of it, and it doesn't matter.
She's
like
not. She obviously didn't think it was pointless.
Sometimes I think she just likes to have conversations about things. Like she'll be like, "Oh, something about this," and I'm like, "Okay." Like, because I'm even like, why'd you bring that up to me? You know?
Yeah, but you said that about the fair.
The fair
Maybe
too.
she just wanted to.
I guess I don't know. I even asked her on the fair.
How is it that you make talking as a living, but heaven forbid anyone else talk about just nothing in general? Because you bring up things in the Aftercast where I'm like, what?
I know.
We can't fix it.
Exactly.
Why does it matter?
Why are you bringing it up?
Doesn't even affect us.
But
yet I sit here and I did
try to figure out my wife, because I even asked her about the fair thing, because we talked about it on the regular podcast, if you've listened to that. But like when she goes the fair thing, I said, and I literally go, are we going? No. Do we have friends that are going? No. Are we going to meet Haley and Spencer? Or is a kid performing that we know that we have to go? No. I'm like, why did you bring up the fair then? Like, what is the relevance of the fair starting? How does this even remotely impact my life? You know, there's the narcissist in me. And she's like, oh, it doesn't. I just thought it was I saw it and it was starting. Like, okay, that's fine.
She just wants to talk to you.
I think that
be thankful that someone wants to.
I know. I think that for me, so many times, like, because we talk about so much stuff, and that I'm so used to things supposedly having a point. Like there's a reason to why we're talking about this.
Do you remember in that movie with Steve Martin?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, and he's like,
hey, Dale.
Did you notice while you were telling your story that I was reading the barf bag? Have a point. You're like a chatty Cathy dog.
Because there are some times that in a relationship that you do just talk about things, you know, that even don't have any bearing on things, and that was probably it. Oh, she saw it. It was top of mind. Oh, the fair. Like, it surprised her. And so for me, I'm like, well, why are we having a conversation about the fair? Because it surprised her that it was fair time. So then that probably goes into, oh, it's the fall. Which, by the way, did you know that pumpkin spice stuff is out?
I'm so excited.
And it just keeps going on like that. Like, that's the train of thought.
Wonderful conversation to be a part of.
It was glorious. Yep. So there you go. Speaking of glorious, my birthday is coming up, and it better be a glorious day.
He's one step closer to 60.
Yeah, and I don't want any ladies over 60. Sorry, Marty. She's 67.
No, she's 57.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, my gosh.
You're
made her
sad.
67.
That's awful.
What's wrong with you?
Oh,
Okay. We don't have any birthdays,
Oh, that
but
was
we
easy.
do have a question.
Okay.
This one is from Christy. It's a would you rather. Simple and easy. Would you rather go on a cruise to Alaska
yes.
or spend a week in Hawaii?
Oh. I would do Hawaii. My wife would do Alaska. 100%.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Alaska's beautiful, but
yeah, I've heard.
I'd rather be at the beach.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
water.
the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go with Hawaii too. Even though I've been and I've not been to Alaska,
Yeah.
I know where I'd be happy.
Alaska is beautiful. Like it's
So
everywhere you
beautiful.
turn. Yeah. Betty's been to Alaska.
I would go to Alaska hands down. You wouldn't even have to say or.
Yeah.
can't
I
see-
would
yeah,
already
I
be.
can't see you in
yes, Alaska.
Hawaii, because in Alaska you can see bears. You can
Yes.
see
Moose, mooses,
Yeah.
sure. You can be cold.
seals, which you don't really want
You can
to
make
because they
use of a
stink.
heating blanket up there.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the weather. I love everything about it. I would go again in a heartbeat. It was fantastic.
Like that's where Marty, if you were like, oh, let's take a cruise, where do you want to go? She'll go Alaska.
Mhm.
Because like we've done like a bunch of like Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
Caribbean cruises type of thing. And I couldn't remember where it was. And she's like, yeah, I don't
Tropical.
like any of that. And so she doesn't ever want, but she could go to Alaska time and time and time
Yeah.
again.
Wow.
Because it is. I mean, it is
Beautiful.
strikingly
I
beautiful.
would love to go
So,
again.
yeah, you fit in up there for sure. I don't mean that as a diss.
I was just waiting for it. I'm sorry. That's just usually where my head goes
Yeah,
when I'm
yeah.
in a conversation with you. It's
Yeah.
going to go somewhere
No,
like that.
no.
You have the
you'd be
tell,
great there.
like your eyes do the,
Yeah,
the,
it has
the
a
thing,
little
and they,
twinkle
but they
in
didn't.
their
No, but I'm
eye.
saying they didn't.
They
that
didn't
time.
that time. Yeah,
you
I
were
just-
just
I
waiting.
guess I was waiting for the twinkle in the eye.
No.
Like, because you're husky.
Yeah. No, yeah, like no one's ever said that
I
about
don't know.
you.
Because you're hairy.
You are,
Well,
you
yeah.
are grizzly.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. All right, that's going to have to do it for your Aftercast for
And
today.
as always,
Rawr. It's like a bear.
Great, Gavin. Nicely done.
thanks for being on. Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.